Hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome back to our channel. It's We Be Talking. Yay! Happy to see you guys. Listen, we haven't recorded we missed 1 week, but it feels like a really, really long time. And today we have a special guest with us. Our girl Kim isn't here because her husband is visiting. She's out of town and he came to visit her, and they're having their private time. She's off the hook today. But we do have a special guest, Crystal. Crystal, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Yes, I'm Tamara, of course, and that's my girl, Sheikah, looking nice and refreshed.
Oh, okay, vacation. Yes.
Hey, it'll do it, right, Sheikah?
Yes.
We be talking, what's the word? Everything you never heard. We be talking, oh, we be talking.
So y'all, Crystal, we are so happy to have you here today. How you doing? You good?
Doing good. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Of course. Yes. Who else, So we are going to be talking about, you know what, Crystal, I'm going to let you tell them what we're going to be talking about today. What we going to be talking about today, Crystal?
Relationships, dating, single life.
Yes.
Yes.
Life.
We're saying that because Crystal is single. She and I, we riding the single train right now. But hopefully not for too much longer, right, Crystal?
I'm just on here.
Right.
I'm on here for support tonight because I really cannot help these ladies with this topic. I do have some things that, like if I was single, what I would do, whatever.
I think you could 100% help us because actually we're trying to get to where you're at as far as being married and settled and all that stuff. So I think you can definitely help us. Right?
Marriage is, you already know marriage is something, honey.
Absolutely it is. It's definitely
it's rewarding. I'm gonna say this. I love my husband. I wouldn't have it any other way. It's all worth it though. When you love each other, when you got two people that love each other dearly and want it to work, then you good to go.
Yep, that's it. That's the key right there.
But let's hop into this topic about dating and let's see, dating while single. But you got some people who don't date, who date while married. Like they don't keep it, So, but no. But we're coming from, you guys know how we feel about Jesus. So we're coming from like that perspective, like dating in that, arena, how to keep it tight, but sometimes we might fall off. That's what we got grace for. The Lord loves us and we get back up on it. But just being like raw and uncut about how it is dating, as believers, because that's a thing. That's a whole thing within itself. And for a lot of saved people, it's a lot of pressure.
Oh yes.
Dating. I can just imagine just talking to you, of course, Samara, and some other people that are believers who are choosing to date or court, because we're in it for marriage. Actually, when we start at this, especially at this age we at, and well, I ain't at marriage, but no. But I hope to look like Tamara when I get her age. She looks amazing. But when you're dating, like as a believer and at this age, it ain't just be playing around. We looking to settle down, okay?
Right.
Time for that. So you guys kind of help us out with the pressures and like the expectations and how y'all maneuver through that.
Is Crystal, you still there? Okay, there you are. So dating is hard for me. It's so hard for me because I've been married for a long time prior to this and been divorced for about 4 going on 5 years now. So prior to, I just don't know how to date. I don't know what to do. I don't Crystal, maybe y'all can help me. I don't know how to date.
You don't know how to date.
I don't.
I haven't.
So from what I've encountered, what I'm looking for, right? This is what I'm thinking in my head that dating should go, right? You see a guy or he sees you and he approaches you, whatever, and blah, blah, blah. You exchange numbers and you talk and you go out on a date and you keep dating until the relationship, goes further and further, right? But nowadays you got people lying about everything. Some guys are like so dishonest. They want to have sex. They want to have sex. You know what I'm saying? So if you're like, she says something about the pressure about being single and being a believer. And for me, I've been celibate for a long time now. So it's like, that's one of my standards. I'm not going to have sex with you, before we're married. And that's just my standards. And I haven't met a guy yet that can say, okay, I'm down with that. You know what I'm saying? It's always, okay, in the beginning, yes, I'm down. But then here comes the pressure to want to have sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, so that's what I think.
You want to have sex just as bad as they do. It's just
say it again.
Girl, I want to have sex probably more than they want to have sex. But I think about the commitment, and I know that Jesus Christ is still going to love me if I have sex or if I don't have sex, but it's not about that. And God is so good to me. The least I could do is honor him with my body. You know what I'm saying? So
that's so good, Samara.
For real.
You know what? I'm going to start honoring God with my body. I'm going to tell my husband that.
No, listen, you different because you married, so don't go. You be they got a divorce, you better go on and give him some.
I'm honoring God tonight. No.
There you go. So, Crystal, what about you? What have been your experiences with dating?
Yeah, and how you maneuver through the pressures?
It's just hard being in the military and having to be a female and meet people and be always traveling somewhere. I think for me, I just can't not remove my standard for what I want and just having a compromise. I want to compromise. I want what I want. And that's pretty much like why I'm still single now. I don't want anybody. I want that person that's for me and that God sent after 33 years. I don't know where he at, but I want that person. The one that makes me, nervous and butterflies and, that loves me and you can see it, how he looks at me. I want that kind of love. I don't want basic, regular, standard, unhappy. I'd rather wait until it comes along.
So let me ask y'all this. How y'all know, like how soon, like when do you know when you meet a guy and dating a guy? When do you know you're like, nah? Do you know right offhand or something happens or, throughout, like how do you know, Crystal, when you meet a guy like?
I think it's just how I feel. Like if I can be around someone and feel like myself, to me, that's a sign. If I feel uncomfortable or like something just doesn't sit right with me, then you just know, like it's a feeling you get, how you know if it's someone that you can see yourself with or not.
Okay.
Yeah. I think for me, if I don't know immediately, I'll know. If we go on a couple dates, I'll know. You know what I'm saying? Like she says, you just know it's a feeling. And, we're all believers in Christ. We have Holy Spirit. And do he be nudging? Yes, he do be nudging. He be like, nah, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what we do though? What I've done.
Have you ever been in that situation, Samara? Because
I have been in that situation.
I know one of your situations similar with this particular person that ended up horrible, but it looked on the outside, it looked great. So
it looked beautiful.
Did you get a before the epic fails?
That's what I was about to say. Sometimes you'll see the red flags, and we do this in marriage and whatever. You'll see the red flags, but you don't want to believe it. But no matter what, whether you want to believe it or not, they're there. You know what I'm saying? And the signs. So yes, I saw red flags. I saw signs, but I chose to ignore them and look into their potential or, whatever. They could be this or they could be that or whatever the case may be, which we do a lot as women. Because we want to see the best in everybody, especially if somebody that you could really see yourself with, you know what I'm saying? You want to cut them some slack and you want to whatever. But I absolutely saw the red flags. I saw the signs and I did not listen. And it turned out tragic. Like,
and I honestly say where I am in my life right now, if anything was to happen between me and my husband and we didn't make it or anything was to happen,
God forbid.
But I just don't. I don't see myself wanting to be with nobody. Like the bull. I'm thinking like I wouldn't want to put up with the bull crap. The stuff
my God.
I see. I don't know if I'm just spoiled in my relationship with my husband. It is gonna be hard trying to find somebody else that's gonna like respect me. First of all, the way he do. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the bull crap I hear you, girl. I mean, women on social media, the stuff that y'all put up with, I just be like, what's wrong with these men? Like, what are these men at? Like, who? I'm not the one. I'll probably will be single. I mean, I have me a toy or two.
And that's why, listen, that's why we're single now, because I'm at an age to where I'm just not gonna just pick anybody.
But I got a question for both of y'all. So, Crystal, when dating, right, and you get into that little pickle of like for sex, because for me, that's what I be thinking about. Like, Lord Jesus, I be telling the Lord, thank you all the time for having a husband, because I would be on the altar every Sunday. Lord, I'm sorry. No, but how do y'all deal with like, is there certain things that you guys choose to do to get out of that little pickle? Or how y'all handle that part? Like, if y'all get ready to have sex or y'all on a date, because y'all grown, he come over your house, Netflix on, like, oh my God, how y'all handle that? Like, what you do?
Well, first, I've only dated, 4 people, right? And the first 2, we never had sex, obviously. Then that other situation happened, and then obviously that happened. And after that, I've talked to this one person, and it's something that has happened over a long period of time. It wasn't like a month; it was like a year or so later that we came to that understanding. But I feel like it really depends, because I'm with Tamara on, I want to wait until I get married. That was my initial plan. It didn't work out. Stuff happens. But
it's all good.
No, it's okay.
You're an adult. So, I mean, if I'm talking to someone for a year and a half and then we make that agreement to take it to the next level, but I have not had someone that I just met and it just like, what do we do? I never gotten that kind of stress before.
Yeah. Man, what you do?
Yeah.
So
for me,
how you maneuver that?
In the past, like, dating people or just not dating people, just
Did you hear what I said?
I was like, what you say? What'd you say?
You said in the past. I said you just gave that thing away in the past. Don't.
They wanted a taste. I let them taste it. But anyway, so right now I'm not dating anybody right now. Where I live, me and Crystal, we're in Japan. She's in mainland Japan, and I'm in Okinawa.
Don't
Okinawa,
the Japanese men. Don't do that.
No. There are absolutely no prospects out here for me. I don't know. And it's not because of the Japanese men or whatever. If I were to meet a Japanese guy that loved the Lord, it would be on and popping. Like, we could date. You know what I'm saying? But out here in Asia, there's especially in the military world out here, most men out here are out here with their families. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that are single are very, very young Marines and sailors that I'm not into. There's absolutely no prospects out here. But so I try not to, when I feel like, what I'm saying, like it's hot, I'm watching a show and I see a scene and I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Chico, you're wrong for asking me this question.
No,
but
I still think about it. My baby girl told me about Bridgerton, right?
Oh my Lord.
She's 14. And so, they be watching stuff. And at this point, they in high school, like, I don't what I'm gonna do. But anyway, she told me about Bridgerton. Like, Mom, you gotta watch Bridgerton. So I started watching it. And me and Tamara and Kim, we all started watching. Tamara gonna ask Madison. She's like, Madison, did you close your eyes on them steamy parts? She was like, no. So what you asked her? Did you get a tingle?
I asked her, so did you feel a tingle?
Right, because she was like, I think I did. I'm like, girl.
Listen, that show was steamy hot. And it's like, it's hard, like when you're single and you're watching something like that. Like, I got feelings. Shoot, I'm gonna feel something. Right. But you can't dwell on it. If you think about sex all the time, you're gonna end up, there's always somebody willing and ready and waiting for you to make a phone call and say, hey, what's up? I tell you right now, I could make a phone call. There's a few folks that I know that'll be willing and ready to come satisfy that need. So
get a collection, girl. You gotta have options. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they're gonna be number 6. You gotta have a collection. You need to
Listen, I know you ain't talking. I know you ain't talking. Girl, I know they flocking. And another thing too, Crystal, do you feel like some guys won't approach you? Like, do you feel like some guys that you think that won't approach you for whatever reason? How do you feel about that?
all the time. Like they're scared of me. In the gym, they just stare at me. In town, they just look at me like, bruh, just say something. I'm not a freaking a monster. Every single day, I promise you, people just look at me, don't say anything to me. Why?
I don't know. What is it? Why is that? Sheikah, why?
I don't know. Would you guys approach a guy? You know, because it's 2021. What's y'all stance on, like, you know, would you go, Crystal, if you're working out, you see him nice looking out, you be like, let me go. Hey, what's up? You married? Like, would you approach a guy? How would you do it? Would you, is that something you would do? Or you just like, nah, that ain't for me? Because if you want me, you're gonna have to come here for me.
So I couldn't do that. But if it's like a different setting, like at a friend's house, we're all together mingling, then it's different. But like random out the gym, I cannot approach a guy. He could be freaking Morris Chestnut. I'm not walking over there.
I agree. I feel like if we were friends first, and I could like conjure up the nerve or the courage to say to somebody that I'm friends with, hey, what's up? But I can't just.
No.
If I see Idris working out, I know he's married. I know he's married. He married, Lord Jesus. But I probably would, in his single life, even with me being married, I probably would have approached him because I had a plan. I had a plan where we were going to have kids, you know, and just.
You and Idris.
Yeah, while we were married, to secure my marriage. You know what I'm saying? Financially.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm joking. So with that being said, what y'all standards are when it comes to dating? Like I hear some ridiculous stuff. Like some women will be like, if a dude asks you out, right? And your expectations are, do you want him to pay? Do you want him to pick you up? Are you gonna meet him? Like somebody said he gotta buy me an outfit if he gonna ask me out. That's ridiculous.
That person probably still not dating anyone right now. That's crazy.
Do you want him to like? Is it it's a certain restaurant. Like some people like, don't take me to no Applebee's, even though I hate Applebee's, so no, that wouldn't be one. But of course, you can't take me to McDonald's. But what's wrong with Ruby Tuesdays? Like you just getting to know this dude. What? They were like, because they're in the mindset of he need to spend money on me. You don't know your wretch behind. Y'all get into know one another. Right. The date is about one another, not about where you. I mean, of course you ain't gonna go nowhere you don't want to eat, and of course we're not going to McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. But I'm saying,
why not? Why not? Why we not going to McDonald's, Wendy's, or Burger King? Why not?
Lunch. This is not a lunch date. If you take me out on a nice evening and I'm getting ready, I expect to go somewhere where I can sit down and eat. I don't want.
Well, absolutely, yes. I
don't want to go to McDonald's. We're going. Why are you taking me to McDonald's now? If it was Tuesday during lunch and we catching lunch, that's different.
Absolutely.
But like, why are you taking me to McDonald's on a Friday night? You asking me out? Like, have a little bit more class. Show me you really interested, just a little bit more. Now, I'm not asking you to spend $1,000 on our meal or $200 on our meal. I'm not asking Ruth Chris, but what I am asking is, you know, a little something. Give me some Red Lobster, something.
Them Cheddar Bay biscuits. Listen, I don't have a problem. I'm not the type of person to say, oh, if he want to take me out, he has to buy me this or, you know, whatever. I'm down to pay for my meal. I don't want you to feel like because you bought me a meal, I owe you something. So, you know what I'm saying? So I don't mind paying sometimes I don't mind paying for the guy. If we're dating and we've been dating for a while and we go somewhere, I don't mind paying one time. Like, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
What about you, boss lady?
So for a first date, the guy should pay. That's like proper etiquette.
First date.
I think I'm simple. I don't care too much about, you know, location, as long as it's nice, good energy. I think I'm simple. Now we're dating. I think that's to kind of, you know, take turns paying. Your turn, I got this one, and you got that one, because we're dating together collectively. So
yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's sweet. And see, that comes from women who got their stuff together.
Absolutely.
I was telling Tamara, if I was to get ready to date a guy, I don't think I wouldn't jump in the scene. I I wouldn't want to jump right on the dating scene if I didn't have my stuff together. Like I don't expect for nobody to take care of me.
Right.
Right.
Even though I'm kind of being taken care of right now. But it's just how the cards fell with us moving. But my point is, like, I hate I hate the having to be dependent on someone. I can't stand it. I would want, if I was dating or whatever, to be independent. And we come together. That's what I'm training my girls. I'm going ahead and be no, we're not looking for that. Go get your own. Right. Work hard.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
Do Crystal. Do it, Tamara. Have your own stuff. Period.
Because when a guy get ready to put you out, you need to have somewhere to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. You just never know. You gotta. Absolutely.
I know.
I think that's what it is, though.
Huh?
What you say?
The fact that we're so level-headed and we're strong women, guys are afraid of that.
I was just about to say that. I feel like some guys are intimidated by the fact that you could pay your own bills. I think we talked about that one time before.
And that's the kind of guy you don't need. If he's
right, I don't need you.
Afraid of that, then I don't need you. I need you to be strong enough to handle the fact that I am a boss, and that when we together. Have y'all heard any Irie songs? She said he knows, I'm a boss in my own world, but when we together, he just make me feel like his girl. Period.
Come on, you know.
Handle the fact that this is what I'm doing, but when we come together, I know how to bring it down. And we
absolutely.
Now you know if I'm a boss, you got to be working with something.
Right. You gotta be doing something. And I don't think that that's being like, you know how some people are like, oh, that's so superficial or whatever, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not superficial, because if I'm coming to the table with something, I feel like you should be coming to the table with something as well. You know what I'm saying? I think we're past the stage of, okay, let's think about the potential. Let's see what you're working with. Right. And you don't necessarily have to be, say, for example, on my level or whatever. You could be lower than my level, just as long as you're like she could say, you're working with something. When I say a boss, I mean, like, you know, you have a job, you have a steady income, you can take care of yourself, you have your own car, you have your own place, you don't live with nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then my thing is, when we come together and bring our resources together, we could be bossing together. Like, what's the problem? If I got it and we together, then you got it. If you got it, we together, then we got, you know, it's a team. What is there to be, man? What is there to be intimidated about? You need to chill out.
You gotta understand, some men are, most of the time, like my husband said all the time, they like to be in control, for one. And for two, men, that's that you know, that old school mentality. And I think it's just innate in a man, because he is the head of the wife, not the head of the house. People don't know the wife is the head of the house. Okay,
absolutely.
We're gonna break that down. We'll break that down another time. But he is the head of the wife, meaning if he's the head of the wife, everything that fall under her, he's the head of. So with that being, you know, them in them, a lot of times, if you're doing more than them, they kind of feel like they don't have a mature mindset to handle that. But what I was gonna ask Crystal was, what is your standards like? What do you look for in a guy? Because there may be some guys on here, because we do got like 113 subscribers. Hey. So there may be some guys on here, you know, that might want to, you know, reach out. That's doing good for themselves. So, like, what do you look for in a guy, Crystal?
Stability financially. Obviously, need to have a good job, live alone, own security, right?
What about kids? Is kids a deal breaker for you?
I prefer to not have children, with, you know, them to have kids, but I can do like one, but a whole bunch of kids, can't do that. Been there, done that. I learned the hard way.
I'm about to say.
Girl.
Never experienced.
Okay, but what if he's like a billionaire and he got 5 kids?
It's not about the money though. It's just, I want to, like, we can't be first because he already has a first. I want to be the first.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
those come before me because they were there before I got there. So I want to be there first, everything if I can. If not, I can do a child. I just can't do multiple children.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's always gonna be something.
Gotta
And
have
that's
good
funny.
credit.
Absolutely. Because you have good credit. So
Good.
you better have good credit too. So, but you
Yeah,
know what?
good.
That's a difference. I think that's some contrast between you and I, because you would prefer them to either not have kids or maybe just one you'll deal with. For me, because I've been married before and I have 2 kids, I don't want a guy that don't have no kids because I don't plan on having any more. You know what I'm saying? My birthday is Thursday. I'll be 40. Who you think gonna push out a baby at 41 and 42?
Girl, you look good.
Thank
Might
you.
be me at this
But
point.
no, but see, but I've already experienced that. Do I want to go back to the diapers and the, you know, the crying? And I don't want to do that. So I think that's, for me, a guy that's been divorced and already had kids, like already had that experience, so that we can, you know, we have something in common. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't necessarily have to already be divorced, but a guy that's already been divorced or whatever, they know where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? We have more in common. They know where we're coming from. So
he already been divorced. It's probably his fault.
yeah, it most likely is. But listen,
no,
learn from his mistakes.
I was just gonna say, but he can learn from his mistakes. It's all good. Like, it's a clean slate if you've been divorced or not. Now, for me, if it was me, I wouldn't mind. I'm like you. I got so many kids. I want him to have kids because I need him to understand my plight and where I'm coming from when it comes to my kids.
Yes.
Because if he got kids, it's not gonna be an issue. But Crystal, I definitely understand your stance, being you single, kids, you live your best life. I'm coming up here with 15,000 kids, and then every time I turn around, you taking out our money, paying child support, or this one over here. Oh, no. I didn't be successful for you to take care of your kids with my money. No way. Deal with it. Do it another way. Do it another way.
Yes, absolutely. That's true. That's true. You being single, or you being a person that doesn't have kids yourself, you want to have that experience with someone that you want you guys to experience that first together. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand.
So
why
I got
you
another
want
question
them.
for both of y'all. So when y'all dating, because y'all stance is no sex, right? Because y'all know I gotta keep it juicy. Do y'all kiss? Like, how far y'all go? Like, do you have a limit? Like, we gonna something? Because me, I don't know. Kiss to do something to me.
Oh yes, it does.
I'm
yes,
kissing. You might as well go and pull my drawers down because you gonna get this cat alive.
I think kissing for me, it's a very intimate thing or whatever.
But
and
do you do
it?
Is that
but I think if I'm dating somebody that potentially will be my husband, yeah, we're gonna kiss. We're gonna kiss.
Okay.
But it's gonna be hard. I'm not saying that, especially when you're physically attracted to the person and you're kissing them.
Right. That's a mistake.
Know what to say.
But go ahead, Chris. What's your standard? Like, are you kissing?
So if I'm dating, well, I'm kissing regardless because I'm a kisser.
Hey.
If I'm dating someone and we're serious and, you know, falling in love, then he can go get some breakfast. That's fine. I'll start some breakfast, some dessert, you know. But that's it. You just can't. He can taste it.
Okay.
Wait, what can he? Wait, what can he taste?
The mirror.
What can he taste?
What can you taste? Like what you mean?
Like he can taste the cookie.
Oh, you like to taste the cookie?
Oh yeah.
But I'm not tasting nothing. But he can taste it.
But listen, see, I can't do that because if he tastes the cookie,
yeah.
If he gonna licky, he might as well sticky because that right there,
Look, see, I was a virgin for to like 25. So for me,
you're right.
It doesn't really have the same impact on me. That won't. Okay, I'm good. Thank you for your time. I don't need to have the second part unless
Oh my God, here. Crystal, you was a virgin to 25.
Yeah, you don't remember?
I think I do. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Even though you gave it away, I'm still extremely. That is unheard of in this day and age. Like women being a virgin
Yes.
at 25.
She is a rare breed. She is a rare breed. She's
crazy.
a gem. Y'all men,
God,
y'all not tripping.
crazy.
Y'all passing up Crystal? Y'all tripping.
Look, and I thought I was clean over here with my with just my little one thing going on. But no. Oh my God, Crystal, that is amazing. No, I was
Yes.
I gave
And listen,
things.
Crystal is doing big things. She's in the Navy. She's a chief, okay? She's like a fitness guru. She's about to start her YouTube channel, so we're gonna keep you in touch with that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. She's a catch. Definitely, she's a catch. The man who she chooses to settle down with is a very lucky and blessed man, because she's a beautiful soul inside and out.
Right.
And that's real. So.
And any man, I mean, y'all heard this? She kept it to 25, so she definitely gonna be loyal to you.
Listen, and y'all get ready to kiss it, because you know.
If you're in a serious date, you can lick. Crystal said.
She gonna let you kiss it.
We're dating. He's like about to be my husband, not no random. We going to dinner. You want to kiss the? No, that'd be like a year.
Okay.
It's limited. I can count on one hand the amount of kisses.
Oh, okay.
I know that's right.
It's very exclusive.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to have you on today, Crystal. This was so much fun talking about.
Crystal, I don't know how you do it, because if he gonna kiss it or eat the breakfast,
I'm still on that part too,
eat the
Sheikah.
groceries or the booty or whatever he eating. He finna put it in. I'm sorry.
And not just the tip. You know how some people be like, just put the tip in.
We're doing it.
Like I was saying, the person that I've talked to, it was like it's been a year after we, been talking that we even went that far, but that was a year later after I've already fallen in love. So for me, if I get to that point that lets you do that, it's next level for me. It's not just a regular guy, it's someone that I either love or I'm falling in love with. So.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, Crystal.
See what I'm saying? Because y'all want to know something? Me and my husband to this day have an argument about, and I'm being real vulnerable out here in YouTube land. Don't y'all talk about me. But I think it was only like 2 months before I kind of like, okay, you guys.
Listen, but look at them. What, 17, 18 years later?
Exactly. Making a mess.
Exactly.
17, 18, 19.
18 years later. Come on.
We between 19 years. Anyway,
Look, she knew at a young
like,
age that was her man.
I was like, you know
right?
what? You can have it at 2 months. I knew. Oh, you can have it.
He was the one though, so it worked out.
So, all right, guys, this has been a really, really nice show. Like I said, Crystal.
Yes,
it was. Kim, we missed you because I know Kim would bring another feel to the conversation.
we
Kim, you missed this conversation, but it's all good. We're gonna do it again with you, Crystal and Kim. So it'll be the four of us or whatever. But thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe to our channel.
Hey. I found out something on our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, especially YouTube and Instagram. Like our videos, because the more you like it, the more it kind of do its thing. And all this stuff we be hearing on the phone, y'all like our show, blah 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 blah, don't mean nothing.
Like it.
You don't like it.
Yes.
Like it.
Yes.
Subscribe.
So make sure you push that button.
Push the button so it can go out into the world.
Yes. So thank you, guys. We love you. See you next time. Bye.
We be talking,